So how do we remanage expectations? Carefully is the answer. And it was Marcy? Okay. So Marcy, that's an awesome question because it's applicable to most companies who have been in business for any amount of time. Right? We're certainly going to have done things in the early days that we realized we didn't need to do. Again, and a great example is we give free consulting to customers that really don't pay us that much. What I say is, those early cohort of customers, we can't punish them for being there early with us and for us learning from them. And so what I like to do is draw a line in the sand and say, any customers that come in from now on, they're going to get this appropriate experience, right? Whatever that looks like. Those customers that were here before, we can be honest with them. What a concept. Hey, we've learned some things. And what I would say is there's a really good chance that if you're having a 1 hour meeting with them every week, that they even may not need that. They might even think that that's inappropriate, but you're offering it, you're giving it to them. So talk to them and say, what would be a more appropriate interaction schedule? And you could even provide some self-service deflection options for them, things that they could do on their own. You could be more prescriptive and say, what we've done with you is sort of had these weekly meetings. What we've learned since then is that these sort of self-guided courses and then a quarterly business review is actually working a lot better. That would, give you back 3 or 4 hours of your time every month. If you kind of put it into their into their terms and think about it from their point of view, actually it can work wonders. But you can't punish them. You can't punish them because you screwed up. And that's what we have to understand. And I talk about this sort of passionately because I've been there. I've done that. That's why I can share this stuff, because I've seen it. I've been there, done that, and I've even done it wrong. I've actually gone back and punished customers when I shouldn't have, and I've seen the backlash and I've seen the negative fallout from that. So we can't do that. So we have our customers that brought us to the dance. We can't, sort of, I don't know what you do when someone brings you to the dance and then you leave with somebody else, I guess, whatever. We can't punish them for being there for us, but we can go back and try to reset expectations as long as it's in their favor. And that's the reality. But going forward, like from now on, anybody new that comes in, we have to give them that appropriate experience, which means if you haven't thought about what the appropriate experience is, you need to do that right now, because ultimately, and hopefully you can see through that idea of giving just too much to our customers, it's going to start to affect scalability. It's going to start to affect your margins, your operating margins. All this stuff is going to be really negatively impacted by this. And it's going to cause at the very core of what you do, it might start to cause a customer negative environment, sort of a cycle of apathy, this cycle of distrust. We hate our customers. We hate our customers because they take too much from us. But that's our fault. We gave it to them. So we need to get out of that cycle as quickly as possible. Stop doing what you're doing right now with those customers. Figure out what the appropriate experience is going forward. And give new customers that, and then go back to the customers that have been there, the legacy customers, and try to figure out how to manage expectations with them. But again, making it about them and making it about their appropriate experience. Good luck with that. It is going to be a challenge, but it's something you need to do sooner rather than later, because it's just going to get worse.